Well, our next guest is one of San Diego's power women of 2024 with more than 30 years in financial planning and wealth management. She's built her career guiding families and business owners through life's biggest transitions. I met Deana Carter because she's all about women empowerment, and she's written 3 books helping women take charge of their money while keeping the lifestyle they love. Deana Carter joins us now. Thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
Okay, Deana, you are a third-generation San Diegan. You've spent 30 years in this field. What's the biggest change you've seen in the way people approach financial planning, especially women?
I think now women are finally starting to realize that they need to learn about finances. You know, for maybe my parents' generation and more so my grandparents, the women, they didn't know what a checkbook was. They had no idea how to pay bills. And so now, fast forward, there are a lot of executive women, women that have gone through the loss of a husband due to death or divorce, and they come to me because help,
Yeah.
What do I do? How do I, live within my means and keep my glamorous lifestyle?
Look, I think that women, still, as much as we want to think that women are advocating for themselves and shattering glass ceilings, women still, a lot of them depend on a man to take care of them or take care of the finances in the house. They don't want to deal with it. We like to spend the money, but we don't want to really manage the money, right? Until something big happens. Life comes at you fast. Divorce, death, like you just said. You're known for breaking things into simple steps. So for women who feel like it's a little complicated, they don't want to deal with it, besides the fact that they need to, they must deal with it. What advice do you give them?
I think one of the first things I do is sit down and tell them they need to be on a budget, which they don't understand. They've never had that before. They just use the credit card, not really realizing where the funds are coming from. Well, now, you've lost your husband, maybe it's a divorce, and you get a payout. Okay, you need to live within your means, and really, like you say, breaking it down step by step. How much do you need for food, clothing, shelter? And then you might have to give up that country club membership or, the facials that you're getting.
Well, so what would you say, so you just start with a budget. Anybody can do that.
Not really. People don't understand. No, they don't realize how much the basics cost. I'm working with a woman right now. She's going through a divorce, and she said, no, I still want to live in the big house. My daughter's turning 16, and I want to get her a Range Rover. Well, yeah, I wanted a Range Rover when I was 16 too.
Yeah, but that may not be in the cards.
And it's really trying to explain to them that no, yes, you and your husband are divorcing, but he only has so much money. He's, you're in California, you're only getting half of what he has, and now you need to live on half of what you're used to living on.
So how should women organize their finances when they're going through a transition like this? Like you're talking about a divorce or even a death.
Right. I think what they need to do first is, and this is something that I love helping women with, is just putting together a budget, sitting down and starting with, like I said, the basics. You need to pay your rent. You need to pay for, food. You can't always have DoorDash every night. You can't go out every night, You really need to kind of cut back.
I'm laughing at this stuff, but at the same time, I know lots of people who they spend a lot of money on DoorDash and Starbucks every day, but really you have to tighten your belt to live a better life long term.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. And so like you say, if you look at Starbucks and you point out how much they spend, if you go to Starbucks 5 days a week and you're spending, $10 plus every time you go in, that's $50 a week. That's,
well, look,
$200 a month.
In the world of we've got Robinhood now, women are investing money in stocks and stuff,
Right.
but that can still be a little over a lot of people's heads. How do you simplify concepts of investments and real estate to women?
So that's one of the things I love doing. I'm a very visual person, and I like just drawing, having a basic piece of paper and drawing out for them, here's your money safe because it's in for example, a savings account. But if you're only earning 2 or 3%, yes, it's guaranteed you're not going to lose it, but you don't make enough money. It's sitting in the savings account to grow, over your lifetime. So what we need to do is break it down a little bit and put some in mutual funds, some in growth stock. And then I explain, a growth stock, yes, there's potential for growth. It might take a little bit of a dip, but you need to put a portion of your investments in growth.
Yeah, hoping that it'll do something more.
Right, outperform inflation, outperform cost of living, that type of thing.
Okay, I've got a couple of Dena's books, you guys. This is What to Do If You Boot Him or Bury Him. Can you see this? As funny as this is what people are doing.
Right.
I mean, you're divorcing him or you're burying him. You're mastering your finances. A woman's guide to maintaining wealth and well-being. Why did you want to? I mean, you're a woman. Is that why you wanted to focus on women, or you had a lot of girlfriends that you need help?
Well, yeah, I have a lot of girlfriends that need help.
Yeah.
And I know my limitations. I mean, my background is numbers. I mean, I'm engineering major in college. I love number crunching, but I also know my limitations. So I talk to my girlfriends and I say, hey, you help me decorate my home. You help me dress and do my makeup, and I'll put you on a budget and teach you finances.
Okay, that's smart.
That's my, that's my lane.
Yeah.
And I just love going through, people's finances and just drawing it out simply, like I said, just starting out real slow, like, okay, this is what it's going to cost you to live each month. This is the amount of money you have coming in, and that's not going to last forever. Maybe a portion of that's child support, and your kids are 14 and 16. Well, you're going to lose that when they turn 18. So we need to take a portion of the money that you're getting and put it into investments.
So what's their reaction when you try to tell the mom that she shouldn't buy her 16-year-old a Range Rover? Does she go with that, or she fights it?
She fights it.
Of course she does.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's only so much I can do. Is kind of just show them. And again, I'm very numbers, very visual. I draw this out on a simple piece of paper, pencil paper. That's my thing.
Do they come back to you when they mess up and they've spent all their money?
Yeah.
And then what do you do?
There's really not much I can do. Yeah, you're going to have to go get a job.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh,
No,
yeah.
I want to be a stay-at-home mom. Well, your kids are 16 and 18.
Yeah. So what is one piece of advice you would give someone who's trying to protect what money they have right now?
I think the biggest piece of advice I could give is diversification, and know what you're investing in. And that's what I love helping people with. Like, this is what you're investing with. This is the potential for growth. But again, as we know, the more potential for growth, the more aggressive it is, then there's also the potential for loss. So you have to protect it with, more conservative investments.
So you can do some high risk,
Right.
hoping that you'll get a good return, but also some conservative things.
Right. We're not putting everything in cryptocurrency.
Yeah, but some.
Yeah.
Maybe some. Okay, before we let you go, for people watching right now who want to take better control of their finances but don't know where to start, would you say the first thing is just budget?
Yes. I think the first thing that the ladies need to do.
It seems so simple.
But
Too simple.
No, it's not. They have no
They're
idea.
not doing it.
Right, exactly. They run into Starbucks and they don't think spending $10 on a coffee is that much. But then when you have, when you add it up.
When you really add it up.
Yeah.
I'm saying I don't actually budget either. I just hope it works out.
Oh, you and I are going to have a talk.
Okay, Deana Carter. Listen, if you guys want to connect with Dena, you can follow her on Facebook at Carter Financial, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's the best way to reach out to her. Okay, thank you so much for joining us today. And you can find out more about her books, What to Do If You Boot Him or Bury Him, Keep Your Glamorous Lifestyle.
And they are on Amazon.
They're on Amazon. Okay, Deana Carter, thank you.